This is a review of Codename Sailor V Volume 2. This is the final volume of Sailor V, where Sailor V becomes Sailor Venus. The front cover is awesome, and so is the back cover with Minako in some kind of country bumpkin outfit or something. And once again, rated T for teen. No kids allowed. Moving ahead, this is an illustration for the cover of the original Volume 2. And here we have the cast right there, and there's some people who are the cast of Sailor Moon. Isagi, Naru, Rei, Ami, and Makoto. And there's Luna-chan. See, there's some spoiler characters. And there's Minako from the profile. I like that. And this picture is awesome. So is this one. And the front page is glossy, but I don't mind. People have been complaining about it, but I don't. I would love to try these. I mean, they are a sensation everywhere in this chapter. And there's the villain, Devleen. She's originally named Debreen. She's translated as Devleen. That's unique to the Kodansha USA print. And it turns out the chocolates make everyone get fat. Except for Hikaru, who balances her diet. And this chapter inspired a Sailor Moon anime episode where Jadeite has a gym called Shapelin. And this is too grown up disguise for a middle schooler. You see those pods? It might be a deja vu for those who watched that episode. Yup, a deja vu. Bless me. Get it? And I like this karate chop. But I don't want that to happen to me. I would scream in pain. And look, look. Minako's gained a little weight. And this is the debut of Phantom Ace. And look here. It says 1994 with Naoko Takeuchi's signature. As I said in the as I said before, that I heard before that Sailor Moon and Sailor V were done side by side. And Ace is seen as an idol. Does he look like a handsome guy or what? I mean, a lot of people are attracted to him, but he's just a TV show idol and a singer. You get the picture. And here's a little bit of trivia. Nyan means meow. So, Nyan Nyan translate as meow meow. They use that for when cats meow in manga and anime. I'm sure of it. It kind of does sound like meow. It sounds similar to a meow. Oh, and there's a little kitty. It looks like it's a stray cat, but it's owned by somebody. And I think Yan Yan is one of the cutest villains in the Sailor Senshi series. I'm gonna call the Sailor V and Sailor Moon series the Sailor Senshi series. That's just gonna be me. I don't know if you all also call it that. This chapter is just absolutely adorable. And it makes me think of... The canned food makes me think of when my cat Troy meows for food. Like this. Meow! It's just cute and squeaky. Wow. Yan Yan gets her butt kicked. And this is the really cool picture of Sailor V. Oh, and wow, she looks beautiful in a wedding dress. Wow, just wow. She looks like a Jose manga character. Or some kind of character from Happy Marriage. A manga Happy Marriage. And they're choo-choo. Wait. Choo-choo's next. Oops. So Wan means woof. So Wan's translated as woof woof. The dog's woof. So there are lots of dogs surrounding Wan. See? Little doggies here. So they're just going woof 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 woof. Oh, and doesn't she kind of look familiar? This little puppy there? And Artemis falls for her. This is a funny side of Artemis, don't you think? And there's a bit of a spoiler for the manga Aurora Wedding. See, there's the inner and outer senshi as the characters. The characters look like them, of course. They run a bridal shop. The main character, Linda, looks like her creator, Barie Sensei. And her editor looks like Ace, doesn't he? Oh my gosh. And Coattail Mask is Linda's crush. And here's the cameo appearance of Usagi and Naru. The Sailor Moon characters make cameo appearances in this series. Once you read it, you'll see them. And looks like she is a he. Wan's a man. And does this remind you of Oda Nobunaga? One of the Japanese lords from history? And this is what I'm talking about. Kids shouldn't see this. And I shouldn't see it in real life either, because I tend to get woozy with blood and pass out. I just see fuzzy. And it looks like Barie Sensei looks a lot like, looks pretty. See? Such a pretty face. Under these goofy glasses. And these two end up getting married. And this is a beautiful picture of Minako in a kimono. Choo Choo is a little confusing. It's the sound of sucking blood. I'm sure of it. And it can also be translated as a kiss. Doesn't she look like Ami Mizuno in a Sailor V costume? And this reminds me of the outbreak in Pennsylvania, the West Nile virus outbreak I worried about too much. Yeah. I cannot donate blood because of the medications I take. And there's Choo Choo disguised as a male doctor. And this amount of mosquitoes would drive me nuts. I mean, it would drive me nuts. And here we find out Choo Choo's a woman. And she's related to Wan Wan and Nyan Nyan. And there's a little spot about blood donation. And I could imagine this picture of Minako, where Minako sings Route Venus or something. I can imagine her singing Route Venus in this picture, because that's her character song. And there's Maiku. He's part Russian and he has a heart condition. I like this chapter. And so I also like this, where Minako falls deeper in love with Ace. You see them kissing here. And I like the scene where she turns into a Chinese pirate called Ching Shi. Is that how you say it? I'm not good with Chinese. Oh, and Princess Lin Lin captures Artemis and tries to eat him. And in this chapter, she regains her memories of her time during the Silver Millennium. There's Mars, Princess Serenity, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. And there's, I think it's Luna. Yeah, it's Luna. And she drops her glasses, her Sailor V glasses. And there's Kunzite and Sailor Venus. And it looks like Ace is some guy named Adonis, who's a servant on the planet Venus or something. And he's a villain. He's a servant of Kunzite. And this is where he dies. He dissolves. And I like, and there ends the story. And a whole new story begins in the Sailor Moon manga. And there's a lot more culture references this time. Even the stuff covered in the karaoke chapter. And like I said, a new story begins here and ends here. There are a lot of spoilers. This is there. And once again, we have this little warning that tells you it's read from right to left instead of left to right. Well, that's it. See ya.